1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're using some R&B. There we go. In the background, we're here together. It is just after 3:30, almost 3:30, 3:24 exactly. And here's a tortured soul. That was an amazing guitar player, Gary Moore, in a group called Thin Lizzy. Anybody know that group? English group, very good. He started off as a rock guy. This one is a 2 CD set, and it's got 28 tracks, 14 and 14. It was made in 2020, so it's not that old. I have to still record the second one. And what I mean by that is converting it. We are currently right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and the wonderful, formerly known as Twitter, now known as X, all over the world, right? This is new. It says need help. New. I should be okay. All right. What am I hitting here? Hit my NFL. So let's see what we can find here. And there's nothing there. Activities. We have this window here. Yeah. I don't think it's going to let me do that. Cancel. All right. Let's go to TweetDeck. Is that gonna work? I don't know. Yep, it is. It's just slow. Very slow. It's having a rough time here. Okay, let it load up. Okay, it looks like we're loaded. Oh, that's interesting. Now it's there on the bottom. Not quite what I wanted. There. Alright. You'd almost swear I knew what I was doing. Now I want to make this bigger. And I did! Yay! Okay. And we are currently on Twitch. We have people there. Hello, people on there. Hello, people on YouTube. I appreciate you being here with us. All right. Now we can try again. Let's do this. We've got X Pro, which was TweetDeck back in the day. It's interesting how the Cowboys did nothing. Literally did nothing to better their chances. New running back, Baltimore Ravens Derrick Henry wore the purple suit. I like that. There's the purple suit. He's ready with his black tie. I think he'll fit in there fabulously. There's Joe Mixon. All right, let's put him in the mix here. There he is. That was wild. It just jumped up like thunk. Crazy. Well, we're grateful you're here. Thank you. We do appreciate it. All right. I've always liked Joe Mixon. I'm a little saddened by what's happened. Well, these are cool. These are very cool. Houston Texans, I think are going to do phenomenal this year. They're going to do very well. I have a very good feeling. A lot of varies there. You notice that? All right, I got 2 of those now. I don't need 2 of those, so let's have 1. I don't even think I need the 1. Let's just click that. Okay. Ryan Clark, he's great. Going back to what we love, we teach, we learn, we make mistakes, and then we teach again. It's not perfection we seek, but the dedication to the pursuit of the next level of achievement each and every day. I like that. On the grass today and tomorrow. That's actually excellent. You know what? I'm going to keep that. I like that one. Cal Murray has a new backup with Desmond Ritter. Oh, here we are. Fantasy football free agency losers. Do you agree with any of these? I don't think there's any great losers here, guys. Sorry. I just don't. I don't see any great winners either, but Justin Fields, I think they're better to hold on to him. I do. Nobody agrees with me of that. So you need a couple of good quarterbacks. So what? It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable. To me, I'm just flabbergasted by how much the Dolphins have changed this year. And Buffalo. Like, it was just a landslide of people leaving. It's crazy. A lot. I like this here. 6 myths about healthy relationships. We shouldn't fight. Truth, conflict in relationship is unavoidable. Do you believe that to be true or not? I think you can be respectful though when you're fighting, as long as you're not, losing your mind. Number 2, it shouldn't be hard to feel intimate. Truth, it's easy to get into ruts. 3, we should both want to make up after a fight. Truth, some people get over things quickly, others need more time. Which one of those are you? Do you need more time? You probably do, right? One of the things that you have to do if you're in a relationship is sometimes you need to sleep on it and see how you feel in the morning. Because if you're running just off of pure emotion, you're probably not going to make the best decision. Emotion's great, but if it's maybe fueled with anger, it could be tough. Good morning, good afternoon to Jason, to Glenn, to Janet, to Stanley, to Rose, to Steve, to Justin, to Aaron, to Ronald, to Scott, to Joseph, to Jamie. I like this. Meaningful updates. Wow, look at this. This group has 84 members. It's wild. Okay, I want to check my profile. How do we do that again? I think I clicked this, don't I? I think I hit this. Yep, now I see it. And I have to press edit audience. All right, and make it from friends to public. There, just did it. Save. Hello to Martha. Hello to Sean. Hello to Donald. Hello to Hal. To Timothy. To Randy W. Horton. To Ray. Thank you for all that you do each and every day. We appreciate you. We really do. Okay, what do we got here? We are currently riding high here with Twitter. Thank you, Twitter, for all that you do. We appreciate you each and every day. That's a little better. It's bouncing all over the place here. So if you go vertical on YouTube, you are going to then be showcased in the shorts. So if you go into shorts and you press pause on the video that you're currently on, you will see live on your screen. You press live and then you will see all the different content that is available live. I love this one here. I cannot change what did or did not happen last week. I can choose to rest and recuperate this weekend. I can treat myself with grace and compassion. I will. I accept apologies, but I removed trust. The Colts are doing a lot to build up a better team. And it looks like the Lions are have agreed to terms with G. Graham to remain in Detroit, sources say, with a 3-year deal worth $20 million with a $9.5 million guarantee, which is becoming very common in the league. Mind is not a dustbin to anger, hatred, and jealousy, but it is a treasure box to keep love, happiness, and sweet memories. Do you agree with that? If you can, please like, subscribe, share. Would mean the world of healing, joy, abundance, right? 5 quotes you should read. I think this is only one of them, or is this 5 in a row here? I don't know. Don't fall in love with success. Fall in love with habits that bring success. Don't fall in love with success. Fall in love with habits that bring success. Okay. I can live with that. Wherever you are all over the world, just say hello. Leave your name and your comment. That would be wonderful. You know what I want to do? I wonder if I can do that. I want to go to YouTube. Let's check YouTube for a second here. All right. And I want to go to my channel. And I want to hit this. And hit the, I want to copy this. Copy. There we go. Perfect. All right. And we are going to put it in the stream right here. Paste. Awesome. Okay. And then if I want to showcase it, I can put it right here. So if you ever want to support the programming, this is the best way to do it right here with PayPal. And last week a few people did. So I appreciate you doing that. I also appreciate you subscribing, liking, sharing. All those things help. And we're all in this together working on this community. Never let anyone hear you complain. Your feelings are irrelevant. Do what needs to be done with a smile on your face. Ooh, that's hard to do though, guys. That is hard to do. That is not an easy task by any stretch of the imagination. That is the truth. All right, let's do this. You can put it like that. That works well. I like that. You can't read the quote too well though. If you ever want to do just the quote, I think that's your best. Right? But it doesn't fit, so this might be your best. Yeah, I think that's it. We are currently on Restream. For those who don't know we're on Studio Standard. Highly recommend buying it when it's on sale. And that's usually in the new year every year. So pay for it for the year if you're going to use it, especially if it's a business. Life is not about being rich, being popular, being highly educated, or being perfect. It's about being real, humble, and kind. I love that one. Hopefully you agree with that. This one's good too. A wise man once said, "Cry has 3 letters, but so does joy. Hate has 4 letters, but so does love. Lying has 5 letters, but so does truth. Failure has 7 letters, but so does success. Enemies has 7 letters, but so does friends. Life is two-sided. Choose the better side of it." And that's from Essential Mastery. Appreciate that. There's the Saints. That is so cool. This is a great broadcast. Bet on Us TV. I like them a lot, actually. They're very good. They're on right now. And I watch them from time to time. They're excellent. What is this? The roster's out. Miami Dolphins are signing former Commanders CB Kendall Fuller. There we go. That's him right there. Thank you to the 18 individuals with the eyeballs. That's wild. Always getting his hair shaved here.
Pittsburgh Barbershop with my guy Joe. Let's go. Clean.
That's funny. You got to do things that make you feel comfortable, right? So that must be something that makes him feel comfortable. I guess there's all kinds of people very upset about this trade in with the Giants. Saquon. The Dolphins signing quarterback Kendall Fuller for 2 years at $16.5 million per year. It's going to be interesting to see what the Cowboys are going to do with Dak Prescott. That is a lot of money in limbo. I would not be shocked if he was gone, to be honest with you. And I was a little shocked that they let it get to that. Because to me, yes, he's worth like 35 to 40 million each year. But this 60, no. No. Is he Patrick Mahomes? No, he's not. And for the amount of playoff wins he's had, and it's the same with Kirk Cousins, right? Kirk Cousins has had 1 win in the playoffs. 1. That's it. And they're paying that ridiculous amount of money. Like, to me, that's just loony. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm glad they're re-signing some of the people. But they're not paying crazy money. Free agent, passer. Yeah, he's re-signing. Perfect. Okay, because a lot of times you'll see the same player over and over again. Zach Wilson has listed his New Jersey townhome for sale. New York Post. Trade coming. So it's almost like he already knows he's leaving New York. Yeah, that's a good indicator. And, you know, a lot of people said that there was rumors that Kirk Cousins was moving to Atlanta, and they had already seen an agent and a whole bunch of other things. So we'll see. Of all the trades, which one do you think was the best? All right. Or the acquisitions, if you like that better. Okay, here we are. Let's take a minute because we're getting into 20 minutes. Yeah, all right. Thank you, Elaine, for all your support. I totally appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. This is daily, by the way. tech influencer, woman in tech. Highly recommend. Melanie, thank you. Sometimes you just need to rest until your light returns. It doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you need to give yourself some of the light you give to others. You may need a day. You may need even more. Take that, what you need to strengthen your... I think there's more to it. Take what you need to strengthen your soul. The world needs all the light it can get, including yours. Agreed. Totally agreed. And that's the thing. Sometimes we're exhausted and we don't know why, and it's because energetically we're spent. We're absolutely done, spent. And we don't know our limitations. And I think that's why it's key to have that in your life, right? Carly Jones, thank you for all that you do. We appreciate you. And she has been a bright light, I would say, on my streams for maybe somewhere between 7 and 10 years. Love is the greatest treasure awakening within you. And that's Noble Ron. There he is. Barbara Allen, thank you. Danny Dimples. I love that name. Danny Dimples, maybe 5 years I've been following him. And look at all the people here. This is wild. That's great. Kindness matters. It sure does. Jackie, there you are. I'm going to have to check maybe tonight on some of the streams on Twitter Spaces. Danny, thank you for everything you do. And I think we're caught up to where we were yesterday. Perfect. Cleveland Browns, another dog staying. Oh, that's good. So there is still a lot of pieces being moved around today, just not the main highlights. I'm so excited about, though, the draft. I think that will really stir some emotions and storylines. Oh my God, look at this. That is wild. That looks like a Masonic chair, actually. Save image. There we go. I'm gonna save that. That's a goodie. Ravens. Perfect. Save. There we go. We'll have to see how these trades pan out. They don't always work. I think this was a mistake myself. I know that sounds awful, but I think they overpaid Kirk by a lot. You know, he's a guy that just came off a serious injury, his first serious injury. He never was a really agile, quick, guy out of the pocket. So we're going to have to see how this works out. And he's getting up there in years. So this is risky. I hope they know what they're getting into. I think a lot of teams end up just paying too much, where you're almost better off to pay half as much, get a bunch of talent, and then harvest the talent over time. But we live in a world where everybody wants quick, fast results, like yesterday, right? We want it yesterday, not in 3 years. This is interesting. Kindness matters. All right, let's look at this. What does this say here? Let's see if we can get this bigger. Will this work? No. How about this? Yes, let's go with this. Don't say, send me the report. Say, could you send me the report? Don't say, leave me alone. Say, could you give me a minute? Yeah, and I've been asked that a few times. Tell me when you're available. Let me know when you're available. You're wrong. I think you might be mistaken. Yeah, that's a nicer way of saying that. That's a bad idea. Or, I'm not so sure that's a good idea. The next one is, your work isn't good. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I'm not quite satisfied with this work. Which leaves it open to, it could be better, right? I don't like the colors in this design. I'm not too fond of the colors in this design. I don't think actually either one of those is great, the last one. But, if you take a moment before you utter words that maybe could hurt people, because words are weapons, we have to be very careful, right? May the joy of simple things color the canvas of your soul. I would agree. All right, what do we got here? I would love an old bike. That one looks like it's in great shape. That is probably from the late 70s, if I was to guess. Free bikes for kids, community cycling, charity giving, kindness, mental health matters. That's interesting. I don't think I'm following them. I'm going to follow them. Why not? Looks like a good charity. The truly strong are never cruel. They are pictures of kindness. I like that. Okay, we're back where we were. There is more hunger in the world for love than for bread. Wow. There might be truth there. Our kindness. What a simple way to tell another struggling soul that there is love to be found in this world. Yeah, I believe there is. I also think you have to be very cautious of the information that you say. Sometimes it takes 10 years to get to that 1 year that will change your life. Just keep going. Remain constant. Consistent in your work ethic, consistent in what you stand for, consistently showing up every single day, rain, hail, or shine, when everything is great and when nothing is, keep showing up. I would agree. Fearlessmotivation.com. That one's good. I think just show up and show up with a plan, which is a very old saying. Because most people don't even have a plan. They just kind of scuther through life. But the truly successful, I think, have multiple plans. Yeah. He's going to be a backup. Desmond Ritter, that might be good. And that might be a great way for him to transition maybe to the next level. This is awesome. Clearly one of the better players in the league. Did they overpay? Time will tell. Right? Time will tell. Let's see here. All right. There we go. You can save it. That's a great shot. Huh. Hayden Hurst. Charges expected to sign. Okay. So they're moving pieces around. They have a plan, right? I saw this. Former UFC champ Mark Coleman, who saved his family in a fire, is responding after waking up in the hospital. Wow. This is a great shot too. This feels like a good fit. You know what I mean? Every once in a while you'll see something and you say to yourself, that feels right. This feels right to me. Like this will work out well. Where I'm not completely convinced about the Kirk Cousins. We'll have to see how that goes. Here's the top remaining free agents according to Greg Rosenthal. And he would know. I actually admire his knowledge in football. He is pretty accurate in the things that he predicts. Now, he's not perfect. He's human, right? We all make mistakes. But it's going to be interesting to see what Chicago ends up doing. Undisputed is definitely limping, I think. Sorry, folks. I think the Skip made a huge blunder by getting rid of Shannon Sharp, right? It's going to be interesting to see which of these were a huge flop. But the way they structure a lot of these contracts, they can get out in a year. Even though they call it a 3-year deal half the time, they can so easily get out. They've got it in such a way that the structure is benefiting them. As it should, right? They're the ones paying all this money. Insane amount of money. Josh Johnson, sources say, is giving him a 1-year deal back in Baltimore for the 4th time. So they have some faith in him. Looks like Aaron Rodgers is busy again. I really think that Andy Reid is losing weight. I think he's on some kind of diet, which is good because it's hard on your heart when you have that kind of weight. Tide is rolling deep in the locker room. Close friends modeling my game since I was young. Okay. Mad Dog's A-list: Lions, Bills, Ravens, Browns, 49ers. Well, time will tell, won't it? Are they going to be able to, through the draft, get the weapons that Josh Allen needs in the future? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if that comes to be. All right. Well, folks, I think I'm going to call it a day. I think I've seen all the new news I'm going to see. And, you know, I think the first day was probably the greatest day. Never be afraid to raise your voice for honesty and truth and compassion against the injustice and lying and greed. If people all over the world would do this, it would change the earth. I would agree. Oh, there's Tony. Hi, Tony. How are you? Did you just get home from work? Do you want to come up for a minute and say hello to the world? Or are you busy? If you're busy, I understand. That would be great. When are you doing your next show? I know you're the multi-streaming man. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll wait for you here. Do you need the code? I can send it to you if you want. You're on X. Okay. Give me a few and I can. Okay. We'll give him a few. We'll see how it goes. What I might do here is I might throw a tune on and just go see what the situation is like. Oh, I love this tune. Let's play this one. Alright, so I'm going to put this on pause. Okay, put that on pause. And Stacy Ryan.
What if September by Earth, Wind & Fire was a folk song? Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the mind of pretenders while chasing the clouds away. Our hearts were ringing in the key that our souls were singing as we dance in the night. Remember how the stars stole the night away. Hey, 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 how, say do you remember how, dancing in September, how, never was a cloudy day. How, my thoughts are with you, holding hands with your heart to see you. Only blue talking love. Remember how we knew love was here to stay. Now December found the love that we shared in September. Only blue talking love. Remember true love we shared today. Hey, 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 I say, do you remember I dancing in September? I never was a cloudy day. Oh, I say, do you remember I dancing in September? I, golden dreams were shiny days. The bell was ringing, our souls were singing. Do you remember? Never a cloudy day. Hey, 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 dancing in September. Never was a cloudy day. Do you remember the 21st night of September?
All right. That is Stacy Ryan. I'm 90% sure that's right. She is wonderful. Love that song. Never get enough of it. Totally lies within that reason of you can take an old song, retool it, make it your own. That's what she did. And really great artists have the ability to do that, is change it. What's the link? It is... Do you want me to send it to you, bud? Where do you want me to send it? It's the same as before. I'll send it in your Facebook, okay? Or I can put it on the screen if you go to YouTube or Twitch. And it is already there. What is easier for you? Let's see here. Tony. Okay, you got it? All right, I'll send it to you again. Here we go. Paste. And there you go. You got it again. Okay? I don't see it on YouTube. I just sent it. There you go. Okay. I put it in the comments. Like you taught me back in the day.
Hold on 1 second. I just
Okay.
got to the house. Hold on 1 second.
No problem. Take your time. We are good.
I'm about to get them situated, so sorry about that.
Yeah, no. Do what you got to do. I can put a tune on if you want.
No, I'm here.
You're here. I'm here. I'm
I
there.
need the first song to get situated, so I'm all right. What's
All right,
going on, man?
Good. We're getting a bit of a show here with you with the shirt. That's good.
No. All the way. Your link wasn't in there before, just so you know. If it was,
That's good.
that PayPal me was the only one that was up there. I didn't see a link to get on or anything.
You sent me some money. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Wow.
That's good. Yeah. I appreciate that.
Wow.
It's not enough that you come up. That's good. So how was your week? It is Thursday.
Busy.
Yeah. What do you think of some of these trades? I think they overpaid for Kirk Cousins. I think that's loony.
I talked about that the other night.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's crazy money. And he's not even healthy.
Well, here's the crazy part. Y'all gotta excuse me. I got allergies. It's
Yeah?
bad. Yeah, buddy. It's bad down here.
So can you explain, first of all, where down here is for those who don't know?
Nope, because that's doxing. No. And they use it against you. So y'all will be.
They will they? Okay.
Yes, they will. They do that. Number one, I did cover that. Number two, I got one question.
Sure.
Throwing everything out the window.
Yeah.
Where the hell is Dalvin Cook?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I thought he's still with the Ravens, isn't he?
That's what I'm thinking, because I haven't seen anything. I heard he got released, but I don't see it.
Oh, I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that he got released.
Derrick Henry and Dalvin Cook with Lamar Jackson. That's sickness.
They got rid of Gus though, right? Gus Williams.
I did see they got rid of Gus. I did catch that after I did the broadcast.
He got traded. Yeah.
So I don't know what Dallas is doing, except for the fact that Tony Pollard is from Memphis, so he went to Tennessee. Okay.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I don't know if you know this. They can't afford to do anything. Do you know why?
Wow.
$61 million for Dak.
Okay.
61. That's a lot of players. That's a
That was
lot of players. That is two half decent quarterbacks. Half decent for 30 each.
the money. They got the money.
No, I got you have to have the cap though. You got to still work within the cap. Oh yeah, Christ, they have enough to do the cap twice if they want. But
Yes.
that's what happened in baseball back in the day. The teams that had the most money just kept spending.
That's what Yankees used to do. I agree.
That's right, and it was unfair, and that's why they kept winning.
That's why they put a cap on there. Um, Kirk Cousins, your original question, I thought it was a lot my damn self. I really did. It's kind of messed up that he's only got one playoff win. He's getting that kind of money. He's a good quarterback, good regular season. Phenomenal 2 seasons
No,
ago.
but he's old and he's not healthy. That's the thing. He would not pass the physical right now for the NFL. They said that. So
Wow.
I think they have it worded in such a manner that they can get out of it with the physical. And a lot of these contracts, even when it says 3 years, they really have a back door for 1 year to get out.
To make sure somebody can pick him up down the line.
Do you know who Mad Dog is by any chance?
Mad Dog Russo, yes.
Okay. I'm going to give you this list. It's from 4 hours ago. And I want you to tell me what you think of it. Number 1, the Lions. Number 2, the Bills. Number 3, Ravens. Number 4, the Browns. And number 5, the 49ers. That's his list for right now.
Say it one more time.
Okay, no problem. I can put it on the screen if you want.
No, because it sounds like defenses.
The biggest challenges to the Chiefs right now. That's the list. So I didn't give you the full scope because I didn't really know the full scope. You know me. I'm dancing on a rope here half the time.
Bills, Ravens, Browns. Who else?
Who dances better on a rope than us?
It was the Bills, the Ravens, the Browns, and who else?
Here you go. You're gonna have it here in a second. I'll get it to fit. Can you even see?
Yeah, I can see it.
Can you really?
Yeah, I can.
That's wild. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the overlay. There we go.
Biggest threat to the Chiefs?
Yes. He's got the Lions, the Bills, the Ravens, the Browns, the 49ers. Do you know who I'm really impressed with right now?
I will put the 49ers above the Bills.
The Texans right now are unbelievably building a dream team, slowly.
And guess who else is?
Who?
The Tennessee Titans.
Yes. Yes, they are. And you know who's imploding? The Dolphins. They lost half their team.
And Dallas.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Look at Dallas. What move have they made? They haven't made any moves.
I told you they can't.
Yeah.
They can't. They're locked. $61 million is a lot of money.
I don't see them making the playoffs next season right now.
But they don't anyways.
Yes, they did. They made it last year.
No, I know. But I'm sorry. I don't want to be rude. One game winning is not a big deal. It's not. But, you know, you're paying Kirk Cousins $180 million if it all goes through, and he's had one playoff win. You'd be better off to pay Brock Purdy. I know you can't.
They went and did that. They were about a decent 500. But they're not going to get paid. You know what? They just might get by Tampa Bay next season.
Do you know who I think is building a master blaster team? Like one of the best? The Ravens. The Ravens really know how to get guys that mesh well together. And as soon as I saw the picture of them together, I was like, this works. This works.
That should work with Derrick Henry if he's healthy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He keeps getting hurt. Derrick Henry keeps getting hurt.
Well, he's old. He's had over 2,000 snaps. But they won't have to use, like, here's the thing. He's going to have such an incredible, you know, offensive line that are going to be able to open up holes for him. the size of Missouri, especially on the teams that aren't great teams. He's going to have so many games where he's going to do like 150, 200 yards. And the problem is there's such a huge gap between the A teams and the C teams.
I think he'll be blocking.
He'll be blocking too.
I think he'll be blocking.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson's going to run. I think Derrick Henry's going to be blocking like crazy. So they're really going to go right at him.
What did you think of Jason Kelsey's last speech? Did you see it?
Entirely no, but I got the gist of it. It was excellent. He did good.
I thought he did great.
Yeah. He did good.
So who are you voting for this year? Who are some of your and we're not even into the draft yet. Who are you excited about? How about that? Who are you excited about?
I'm not going to do that right now because it's too early. It's too damn
Okay,
early.
well let's look at this. Okay, so I'm gonna just run some things by you. You tell me if you think that these were good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
DeAndre Swift signed with the Chicago Bears. Was this a good idea?
I didn't see that coming. He came from Detroit, went to Philly. Now he's going to the Bears. Can he help them? Yes.
Well, yeah.
That's good for Chicago. It's good for Chicago. I don't think it's good.
Yeah.
For him, that's good for Chicago.
Do you think they overpaid?
No.
No? You don't think so? Okay. Gus Edwards, I think, is one of the best backs, underrated, and he's going to Los Angeles. And I think Los Angeles will end up being a force to be reckoned with in a very short time.
He's going to the Chargers, right?
Yes.
He's going to the Chargers, and Austin Eckler went to the Commanders.
Yes, and you know who the new coach is? One of the craziest men in the universe.
Yes.
Yes.
The Commanders.
He burns players out. You know that, right?
Yeah, I think the Commanders are going to be an issue next season. They're going to be a good issue.
Okay, so this I feel good about, and no logic, just my feeling, right? Josh Jacobs to Green Bay feels like a good idea.
It better work is all I got to say.
And they got rid of Aaron Jones to clear up. They're doing housekeeping. That's what they're doing.
That's a good even swap. But where did Aaron Jones go is my question.
But he ended up with Minnesota Vikings, who I think are absolutely screwed now.
Well, that's a move that's controversial. The same way Saquon Barkley went to the Eagles. You're really supposed to do that, but they did.
The other guy that I was raving about last year is Zach Moss, and he replaces Joe Mixon on the Cincinnati Bengals. No,
I need somebody to explain that to me. Why did they do that?
Younger legs.
Joe Mixon is young.
No, I know, but more snaps. That's what they do. They run it through analytics, and they go, this guy is... And then they also look at your how much you played. Because a lot of these, even by the time they got into the NFL, a lot of them had way too many.
I'll give you that. Joe Mixon went down to Houston, I believe, right?
Yeah. Tony Pollard, going to Tennessee Titans, will he be used better there?
That I don't know. Will he get the ball? Yes.
I agree with you, though. I have a good feeling about Tennessee in the direction that they're going.
Yeah, we just got to see if they're going to make it. They'll make it out of the AFC South. Mm-hmm. I don't know how deep they're going to playoffs. Decent wild card right now. Both of them. Houston and Tennessee Titans are decent wild cards right now.
So the Atlanta Falcons lock up Kirk Cousins for 4 years.
Yeah. That's what they wanted. That's what they got. They ain't had a decent quarterback in a minute. They've been mad since Matt Ryan.
I'm dying to talk to this next one with you. Because you know how I feel about the Kirk one. I think it's ridiculous.
Go ahead.
No, Mayfield is in the right spot. And I think he's exactly where he should be. But here's the one that I think is the best basement bargain deal. Russell Wilson signs with the Pittsburgh Steelers for $1.2 million. They can't go wrong.
Which is the league minimum, which is disrespectful. He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, but he's getting paid. Don't forget. by the Broncos, $38 million.
Good.
They paid him $38 million to F off, to go away.
Good. That's crazy. But 1.2 million is blasphemous. He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. You just gave Kirk Cousins 100 million. You'll give Russell Wilson 1.2. That's bullshit. Sorry.
I think Michael Pittman got paid too much, but you've always liked him. He extended with the Colts.
I don't have a problem with Michael Pittman. He was working out with them. I'm glad he got his money.
Here's one of my favorite players, and people don't like him. And I don't know why they don't like him, but he's a great secondary receiver, and his name is Gabe Davis. He's with the Buffalo Bills. He is now with Jacksonville Jaguars.
What are they going to do with him and Mac Jones?
I don't know, man.
Mac Jones, I don't even know what he's going to do.
You know what they're going to do? They're going to draft. They're going to draft.
He's going to be there. He's going to be there to back with Trevor Lawrence. That's fine and that's cool. But
he was injured last year, though.
Yes, he was. And we forgot one more thing. Calvin Ridley left the Jaguars and went back.
Oh, that was friggin' ridiculous. And they paid him an insane amount of money. He's a beast, by the way.
He went back to Tennessee.
I know.
He is a beast. You are 100% correct. Why he left Tennessee, I don't know. He got in trouble.
Have you seen how he is built? He is jacked.
He was an Atlanta Falcon.
Yeah.
I believe he was an Alabama receiver. And now he's going to Tennessee with that loaded. That roster's getting good. The Titans are looking good right now. Real good. They got people all over the place. DeAndre Hopkins is there still.
Do you know who Jerry Jeudy is by any chance? Okay. I wish to God, and this feels so good to me, that there would have been some interest with Kansas City with him, because I think that would have been a great fit.
It would have been. But I think he wants to be somewhere he's going to get the ball more.
But they don't like spending money. They love getting guys that they can mold and have them for 4 to 5 years. And
he could do another 4 to 5 years comfortable. But Cleveland has had a loaded roster that hasn't done shit the same way the Raiders was, the same way Dallas was.
Mm-hmm. So Saquon, is he going to do a lot better than Swift did?
No, I think he'll get the ball more. I don't know if he's going to do a lot better.
He's a great receiver.
He's a running back.
No, I know that, but I know he's a running. He's one of the most famous running backs ever. But he's a better receiver though than Swift is. That's what I'm saying. He does more creative routes, and he's really good at 5 yards and goal.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I gotta blow my nose.
Blow your nose. There you go. I see he's learned. In the old days, he would have just blown his nose like a tuba and not worried at all. Oh, there he is again.
I heard that.
Did you? Did you enjoy the show the other day that we had with Helga?
Absolutely. I talked about it.
And Milton.
I talked about it. I told everybody about it.
It was fun.
Yes.
It was fun.
That's what we do.
Yeah, we currently have 21 eyes in the room right now. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
Y'all got to excuse me. It's allergy season. I just got off of work. This is not being my best.
We barely understood a word you said. Say that again.
I said, y'all got to excuse me. It's allergy season, and I just got off of work, so I am not at my best.
You sound right now like Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp always has marbles in his mouth. He does. Well, he won Broadcaster of the Year, by the way. He did.
I'm gonna get you.
No, but you don't sound like that when you're not feeling well. You sound great. You're very articulate. You
can sound like Shannon Sharp.
No, but he always sounds like he's got marbles or something. It's weird the way he stutters a lot too.
I didn't realize he stuttered.
Well, listen to when he's where Stephen A does it as effect. Like he'll do this fake stuttering, like he's all upset, but it's not. It's all show.
No, that's just him being crunk. That's him being crunk.
Yeah,
it is. That's what Stephen A doing. He's being crunk.
He is so rich now. Oh my God.
He's an executive at ESPN now, so congratulations to him. He's at the executive level. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him at all. He fought. He worked because he did work. He worked his butt off for ESPN.
I heard he makes $9 million a year.
and that's not enough. He's underpaid.
You think so?
There's other reporters that make twice as much as he does.
Oh, there's truth there. Yeah,
And he spoke
right.
for that. There's people that make 2 to
Yeah,
3 times more of the money that he makes, and they don't do half of what he does.
yeah. You're
And right
you're
now,
talking about the Amazon crew. Have
well,
have
his
you?
podcast is huge too. His podcast is very big,
Hmm.
very big. I don't even know if I want to get to his level. I doubt if I'll put in that much work.
You and I would be very happy to have. There's a group. I can't remember the name, and that's terrible. I should, but they have 21,000 followers
Uh huh.
on YouTube. They
Uh-huh.
do a daily football show. There's like 3 of them.
Daily.
They, they,
That's
they,
crazy,
they,
right? We don't need
they,
daily, do we?
well, they make a good living doing it.
Right.
They have sponsors, they have, antihistamine ads for sure.
Look at the face.
Oh my God. That's hilarious. That is definitely going to be a snippet.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Soon. So what do you think about TikTok in the process of being shut down again?
I knew that was coming. I apologize. I did.
Yeah.
But I knew it was coming. They've been talking about it for years. Excuse me. Matter of fact, his predecessor, as he liked to say,
Yeah.
wanted TikTok gone based on what he knew about it. So I'm not surprised.
Do you remember? I'm going to wrap this up soon, anyways,
No,
because
you're
we're
fine.
over now. Here's the thing: Austin Eckler, they got him because of his leadership skills, and they say he's a low end running back too in fantasy value.
Yes.
He's going to the Washington Commanders. I remember I said to you with the new ownership, I see them making big moves. Here are the two things I think are going to happen this year. I think we're going to see, for the first time, the Chargers living up to their roster. The roster is going to be
Go ahead.
go. And then the second part, I think within a plan of 2 to 3 years, you see Washington Commanders being in the Super Bowl.
Who?
The Commanders.
They
Within
would
3
be a
years.
surprise team if they made it. You said that before. They're building up to be the newest ones
Yeah.
to do something. They're pretty steady. They're just not superstars.
Yeah.
They have an enduring roster. I can see the Commanders getting up there. But right now, they got to get past Philly and Dallas.
Well, we still have to figure out what made Philly implode, and I think it was coaching, and they haven't changed the coaching.
Well, you spoke on the roster last year.
Hey, buddy.
Say hi.
Hi.
You see Silver Hair guy?
How you doing?
Silver guy.
Yep, that's him.
Yeah. Did you miss me?
Yeah, he's in his own.
Nah.
He's in his own. The Commanders got to get past Philly and Dallas.
Yes.
The Chargers have to get past Kansas City. That ain't happening.
Well, everybody's got to get past Kansas City. Let's be
Well, they were
real.
the same division.
No, I realize that.
That's what I'm saying. They were the
Yeah.
same division, so they got to get past them, which is their obstacle right now. That goes for the Raiders and the Broncos as well. The Broncos are done right now in everybody's eyes.
Think about how well the Texans did with the roster they had and
Right.
injured players.
Right.
What are they going to be like if they make a couple more moves? They easily could win 2 playoff games.
And we're speaking of who again?
Texans.
The Texans have to win 2 playoff games in the first place, which is something they've never done.
Mm-hmm.
All they got to do is win the second playoff game, and they're complete. The same way the Detroit Lions had to just win 1.
Yeah.
All they got to do is win
Yeah.
2 playoff games, and that whole everybody's contract is good.
Yeah.
The Detroit Lions come back this season. We got to see how they last during the season right now.
We're going to have to see how they do in the draft. And
Who,
they're
the Detroit Lions?
yeah.
No, they're fine. They almost don't even need nobody right now. All they got to do is have that same crew, go right back.
I think you can never have enough pieces, bud, because people
I
get so
agree.
hurt. People get hurt. And then they don't forget, it won't be long before, Jamar Gibbs is up and they're going to have to pay him and we'll have to see how well he does. And
Pay him.
so,
Pay him. Tell them and them send some of that money down there. Pay him. You got a good squad. You have a rejuvenated fan base. A 100% rejuvenated.
oh God, that is a mental fan base
Yes.
now. The Falcons. What's your prediction?
I don't see them doing anything. I got to see how Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback, good steady quarterback.
He's okay.
He's a step above. I'll put him a step above Mariota. Mariota's a good steady quarterback, but I put Kirk Cousins better than him. Mariota
Is he as good as Baker Mayfield? About the same?
I don't. Baker just. Oh God.
Baker's more mobile though. He can
Baker
move
did good
around.
when he went to the Rams that first day and knocked that game out the park. I actually credit him for that. Kirk Cousins is very steady. I think Kirk Cousins will keep them at 500.
He's got a great arm.
He'll
Kirk
be.
Cousins is good, and he's very accurate.
If
He's very
I'll give him
accurate.
2 more games than what they won this season with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
I'll give him 2 more games at least. So that'll be it for the.
Have you ever seen the highlights of Dan Marino in the back in the day? Oh my God! If you get time, look on YouTube. That guy could throw a missile.
I heard he was hell.
He was. I think he may have been the most talented arm I've ever seen.
They said that.
Did they?
But Dan Marino's one of the greats. It's him and Joe Montana.
You know, he never won the Super Bowl. Never.
Yes, never.
Never.
Playoffs
Yeah.
over, and that's it.
People don't realize how difficult it is to do that. That is wicked.
Yeah.
So before we go, where can we find you and where will we see you?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Linktree, Tony D. Original. Everywhere.
Everywhere. Are you doing a show tonight by chance?
I gotta see. I might have a Zoom meeting later on. That's my delay.
Yeah.
I gotta get him situated. I might do something quick. I don't know.
Is Carmen on tonight?
Carmen is on tonight, and
Yeah.
Ted will be on tonight. So I got to see how I'm going to spend some time with him before I try to.
Are you still doing the rounds with nonsensical nonsense?
I've been up there a couple times over the past
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah, I've been up there a couple times. I talked to him last week. We had a good talk.
They're doing like a mental health show on Mondays. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I did. He's trying to grow. He's trying to progress.
Good for him.
But what he's going to do is stop talking about me and my broadcast, talking about my broadcast sucks and my panel sucks. So I'm on his ass.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
He said you suck or your panel sucks?
He said my show sucks. He said my fantasy football, he would come up, but the panel sucks. I said, okay.
Huh.
Yeah. He said he's going to do a show next season. I said, okay. And I also told him I'm glad I'm such an inspiration for him that not only is he doing music, but now he's going to do a fantasy football show.
But you know what? You should take that and have that the fuel to do things better. And I think this year we did a lot of different things.
My fuel is my audience. That's my fuel.
Yes, I agree. Your community. I would so agree with that with you.
But everybody else later. But if I have my audience, I have my fuel. And what people are trying to do is take my audience. I'm not saying him. I'm not saying him at all. But a lot of people didn't like who I was around, which is why they started watching me ever since Haps. But I also told a lot of people when I wanted to do a broadcast with you, if I couldn't find you and I would work with somebody, then you would pop up to complain about it. Where the hell was you when we were supposed to do something?
Mm-hmm.
So when I do my own thing, or then I broadcast with who I want to broadcast with, or if I wanted to broadcast with you and either you weren't available or you didn't want me up there, don't blame me.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, we're almost 2 years since Haps died.
Here's the great thing to remember, that everybody has an opinion. Everybody has their right to their opinion.
Yes.
You don't have to have a huge audience. Imagine if you had 2% of the population who liked you, you would be incredibly wealthy. And I always say that.
I'm going to throw this out there. Just because I'm going to throw this out there. All I wanted was the same 150 people who used to watch me on Haps. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I predict this year it'll be way more than that. 10 times.
I predict this year something's going to grow up. Me and Rich did a show Sunday. I had a Rumble connected. And that's already got numbers on Rumble. I'm actually happy about that. So.
Yay. See, you deserve it. You are definitely one of my favorite broadcasters. So.
I appreciate it.
And always, have seen great talent in you.
Oof. I appreciate it.
No, and I have not shared those opinions with other broadcasters. So I think Ted is really good too. Ted is solid.
Ted's the taskmaster. Ted is the taskmaster.
Yeah.
He's a taskmaster. That's just what it's going to be because everybody would tell me stick with him instead of being with everybody else. I was already going to do that, but I
Yeah.
think everybody who wanted us to keep doing what we were doing, honestly.
Yeah. I like what you're doing. You just have to, I think you have a lot on your plate most of the
I'm,
time.
I'm coming
You know,
down.
you're a dad, you're juggling, you're doing your best. I think there's a little rivalry is good. I think sometimes people will put a fire under your ass just to get you going.
They do, and they do it on purpose so they can give me the act up. That's what I also had to control that.
Yeah.
Anytime I got mad, I would do something. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people do
So
that.
maybe he was just trying to stir the pot. And
Yeah, you know,
we know all about that.
I told little baby Howard Stern to just do something instead of trying to be stagatory. That's what I call a baby
I've
Howard
I've
Stern.
liked some of the stuff that he's done recently. Like he seems to be bridging out of that
He
shock
is. He
stuff he
wants to
was
bring
doing.
people
So
on. He got his boys popping up the same way. I'm good with it. There ain't no problem with me.
I think it's important to applaud changes if they're positive.
Well, as much as I wanted all of us to grow, we can't all be the same. That's
No,
what I got to deal with.
no. And I think you and I are very unique and different,
Right.
which makes it work. All right, buddy. We are going to call it a day. Thank you so much. All right, that was Tony D. And we are so grateful that you were here today. Thank you so much. Keep doing what you're doing, folks. And we will hope in the future that Tony will get a sponsor for nasal drip or something, or Neocitrin or something like that, so he can get some free product. He is clearly suffering, which many of them are. Yes. Thank you, Tony. All right.